Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a good one for you today. Had to make another video because I think we need to talk about, one, Janet Yellen's got some comments on the GameStop WSB business that went on last week, or maybe it was earlier this week. I think it was Monday. It's all running together. But anyway, we got the new U.S. Treasury head speaking about that, and we're also going to hear about some Ripple news. They are now getting the Good Housekeeping seal from the SOC. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful intro and find out what that means.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove at the top of the screen and everything that we're talking about here today. Let's go ahead and get right to it. We see Bitcoin coming in at $37,241, $292.72 now. It just changed. We're up 14.68% on the 7-day. Ethereum is $1,634.01. It's up 21.96%. XRP now at the 4 spot, looking at 43 cents, 0.4310 right now. And we are up 67.92%. And just a second ago, we were at 43.27. We were up 68%. It's unbelievable what's happening with everything that is hanging over its head. Let's take a look now. Real price on Fiat Link is actually now 44 cents. So we got to be closer to a 70% gain here. That's pretty remarkable, understanding what's going on with the SEC lawsuit with XRP right now. So let's keep this moving, try to make it nice and tight here. So looking at this, we see Ripple is hiring a director. Thank you to XRP Crypto Wolf, director of engineering for Ripple X. Ripple director of engineering. Ripple X developer will run, improve, and expand infrastructure that supports technology such as the XRP ledger, as well as other developer tools and services. So exciting stuff that Ripple just continues to expand their operations to cater to their customer base and the full-scale intended use of not only their suite of software products, but the asset XRP as well. So looking here, we see a little bit of tremor in the force here, that we see some motion in Congress is commissioned a report from the Library of Congress on countries' tax policies toward mined and staked tokens. Now this is exciting to me because we really can't get the market fully opened up until we fully really realize what are the tax implications for all of the assets, whether they be mined, staked, or otherwise, like XRP, which has obviously been pre-mined. So looking here, we see a really interesting piece from Michelle Bond that was retweeted about an hour ago. What Wall Street is concerned, Michelle Bond says, about the Yellen Regulator Super Summit. And with good reason, market watchers say. The street should be worried, said J.S. Selway, and I believe that, and I don't know who that is right there, but regulators are looking at what kinds of behaviors can be induced, and we're going to get into that article right now. I actually remarked to this because I covered the GameStop, and although the Wall Street bets had some influence to buy the things that they did, ultimately the major move in the market came from, the JP Morgans and the Goldman Sachs and the likes of that nature. As the article I shared with everybody, if you haven't seen it, pull it up and search it in my video playlist in the search box there. Please watch that and check out that article that I share in that video. It really lays down that ultimately they just cut the tie on their short position and turned around and doubled down and went long. And it's pretty obviously that that's what happened. Here, I remark and comment to that. You didn't think they were going to expose institutional corruption, did you? Oh, no. They're going to use the GameStop Wall Street bets narrative for a new digital financial system, let's say for the XRP and XRP ledger, to save us from ourselves. Hashtag zero doubt WSBD didn't move the needle as much as institutions have been. And that's the point. But, there's been manipulation going on with hedge funds forever. The point is that people got upset that, they lay it on the retail investor has united and done this and how wrong it is. But the reality is that market manipulation's fine, apparently, if you are a hedge fund, but not a collective of retail investors. And, when I think of that, let's go ahead and look down at the article. It says Wall Street worries about regulatory fallout from the GameStop saga. Looking at the article, I wanted to go ahead here and say, first of all, read, Wall Street is concerned about that, and for good reason. The street should be worried, said Jamie Selway, former head of electronic brokerage ITG and now investment advisor. Listen to this. This clearly questions about gamification and whether a lot of these approaches are suitable in inducing unnecessary trading activity. Regulators are starting to look at what kinds of behavior can be induced through those apps. Oh, there's a change going to come. I can tell you that right now. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has announced she will be meeting with the head of the Securities Exchange Commission, the Federal Reserve Board, the New York Fed, and the Commodities Futures Trade Commission to discuss whether recent activities are consistent with investor protections and fair and efficient markets. The meeting could take place as early as Thursday. So this gets pretty interesting. And when I come down here, there was another part I did want to catch out of this. Let me see if I can find it very quickly here. It was just a final thought on this. Okay, yeah. So listen to this. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah. So we will act to protect retail investors when the facts demonstrate abusive or manipulative trading activities that prohibit the federal securities laws, the SEC said in a statement. Unless it's obviously Ripple or XRP, then they'll wait 7 years before they take any action. Market participants should be careful to avoid such activity. Does the GameStop trade largely instituted by the Reddit trading community amount to abusive, manipulative trading? Listen to this. That may be difficult to prove. There may have been some bad actors, excuse me, but the narrative in the media does not suggest a traditional pump and dump. Now, the former senior counsel from SEC Division of Enforcement says, and current counsel at law, Seward and Kissel. It says here, there's no indication yet that Reddit crowd was engaged in coordinated actions or disseminated false or misleading information, he added. Those are not the elements of a traditional market manipulation case. He says here, there was certainly a lot of decentralized chatter, but it would be difficult to call that market manipulation. Listen to this. Another issue regulators will be examining is the stability of clearing systems. The clearing houses are nodes in our system that cannot afford to fail, said by the former SEC chair, Jay Clayton, on CNBC. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen it, I just did a video. Look for DTCC test. Look, don't believe me when I say it, but this is the former head of the SEC using the narrative of GameStop and Wall Street bets to tell you not only do we got to get that right on the front end, that social media and groups like this can influence markets, that we also need, while we're here, to be examining stability of clearing systems and clearing houses, which are nodes in our system that cannot afford to fail. I said this when this came out with the Wall Street bets, that the big boys actually moved the needle. They cut their short. Yes, they did. And they went in and played the other side of the market and went long and went heavy. And so did retail with them. And the reality is they moved the needle. They have the money. They have more money. That's the bottom line. You didn't do all of this by yourself, unfortunately, as much as the libertarian in me would be just happy to celebrate. The needle didn't get moved with the extra Subway lunch money, right? So the truth is that big money did this. And right while we're here having this conversation, because now we don't have to talk about all the corruption that goes on with hedge funds that's been in the market for decades. and the bot trading and everything else that's happening. Oh no, we don't have to address that. We'll make it about you can't do this as the retail investor because look what this did to upset the markets. Yeah, they're making it our fault. That's the narrative. And right while we're here, Jay Clayton says we should probably take a look under the hood and see if we can't update the clearinghouses. Yeah, with distributed ledger technology and maybe XRP. Come on. Oh, and to add to that, there's another feather in the cap. RippleNet is now SOC2 certified. That is fresh off the press right here from Ripple Insights. It says right here, May 2020, McKinsey identified that both, that's a McKinsey group, McKinsey report, identified that both consumer and enterprise digital adoption had matured 5 years in a matter of 8 weeks. For financial institutions, digital technologies, including cloud-based models, offer the flexibility and scalability required to meet the demands of more digitally advanced society. It says here, if we skip down, what is SOC2 certification means for RippleNet Cloud is RippleNet's product suite ensures the highest standard in safety, security, and privacy. As a testament to this, it has been awarded the sought-after System and Organization Controls 2 certification. The SOC2 are a set of reports carried out by an independent CPA to certify the excellence in security and privacy. SOC2 reports offer valuable information with regard to an organization's security capabilities so users can assess risk and be confident in the services performed by the certified provider. This means that financial institutions, particularly banks, who typically utilize legacy software, planning to adopt RippleNet Cloud can do so with the confidence that Ripple has a certified seal of approval when it comes to meeting modern security and privacy needs. It goes on and to talk about the rest of it. And I think you get it. This is really good because to me, this says two things. One, they're getting the the seal of approval from this particular group, which is obviously a standard to have this approval. And this makes customers more comfortable. And the other side of this thing is that, I believe we see us move into a position where if we're talking about Jay Clayton and the settling of the clearinghouses and updating that so we don't see any kind of failure in that system, I think we're talking about something that's systemically important, and that's going to require getting another seal of approval from, let's say, FSOC, courtesy of the Dodd-Frank Act, where you can deem financial market utilities or infrastructure as systemically important, called SIFMUs. And I believe that, this is one step closer to that particular designation, especially if we see the XRP ledger and XRP token used in the back-end wholesale as it is designed to be to settle derivatives and the like. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But that is your news for today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment below, share with somebody you know. Guys, don't forget to check out PureVPN. It is one of the many different layers of anonymity and security that I use online when I am online doing my business or otherwise. So make sure you check that out. They have some really great deals and a Ledger Nano too. And I will catch all of you on the next one.